All right, are we live? How's it going, everyone? What's up, Silver? How you doing, my man? What's up, Kura? What's up, Cater? Hope you're doing okay today. Let's see what we got going on. Hit the like button, answer the poll, and make my bags moon. Yep. I think the market's not doing anything. We're still in the same spot. I don't know how many people are going to show up today. It's 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, so we will see what happens. So how you guys doing? We'll wait for a few more people to show up. What are we looking at? Solidus. What is Bitcoin doing? Is Bitcoin still holding up? Yeah, we're back up to 106. We bounced right off of our support. Right off of the 1272 at 103. What is that? Let's clean this up a little bit. We'll bring that one back. Yeah, I mean, the market's just doing nothing, but it doesn't look bad. I'm still bullish. What's up, DZ? How you doing, my man? Every day with the dog and me, Ando and Mudang. Z-Back is back testing. Yeah, we're going to look at it. Okay, we got 8 people in here. Probably won't get much, but yeah, I'm live streaming early because I had no idea I had something to do later. I was invited over to a barbecue this evening, so I was like, yeah, I'll come. I was like, we haven't hung out in a long time, so we're doing it early. But yeah, dog in me is not moving, Bitcoin's not moving. But the good thing is, we're not falling. Bitcoin's not crashing. Ethereum's not crashing. Our coins aren't really crashing. We're just doing nothing. Yeah, dog and me is still sitting in the same spot. Hasn't moved. I guess it moved up just a hair. Dog and me to the moon at some point. Hopefully these coins wait for me. Yeah, if we go from the low to the high here, we just lost the 0.5 support. I don't remember where we drew it last night, but we do it this way. We were holding the 236 and we lost. So we'll just keep it we'll keep it simple. It looks like you're just coming down to this level, but then you also could draw a macro support and resistance line here, and you can clearly see the resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support. So it doesn't have to go lower than it is. But ultimately, without picking at it too much, I mean, we're not doing anything. We're still holding higher lows. It still looks extremely bullish. And it's just not moving. So I would just keep it that simple, like I said. If you want some support to watch, we'll just do it short term. So as long as you're over 5.7, you're still alive. Any lower than 5.7, then you run the risk of breaking down. Clearly, you got to get back over the 309 level. And other than that, a penny and a half is the top target for a 25-26x on dog and me. At some point, it'll go up. Ondo is one of the ones that has to wait for me. But it's doing nothing. It's doing the same thing. We're stuck below the macro 382 at 86. But once we get back over that, we're bullish short term. We're just simply hitting the trend and holding up here. We're not doing anything. Low to the high 618. So 8.1 is your support. Bullish back over 8.6 to 9.2 on Ondo. But it's like I said, it's doing nothing. Still holding higher highs and higher lows. At some point, we'll be going to the moon on these coins. It's just not yet, but it's not in a bad spot to be adding. And then I still think $20 to $25 on Ondo. 23, 24x up to about a 29, 30x. I think it's very possible for Ondo. It may go higher than that. I don't know. Yeah, we still got 8 people in here. What's up, Altcoin Academy? Yeah, Mudang's going to leave without me. Mudang and Z-Beck. Well, Z-Beck already left, but it'd really be nice right now to have like $100 just to put on Mudang before it leaves. Yeah, the 618 is holding, the 236 is holding. It looks extremely well here. I don't know if I should draw the pattern. Kerr's in the house, so she's going to get upset if I kill Mudang. Yeah, but as long as you're over this 17 to 18 level, you're bullish here. Simple consolidation, simple little, I'm going to draw it, but I'm going to erase it. Continuation pattern. Mudang looks really good for a move very soon. Damn, and I'm going to miss it. That sucks. And Zebek is going, is she still holding up? ZBC ends, repeating history. She's coming down. What's happening? Oh, damn, she's down 25%. So it's the same thing we pointed out. Let me see what's going on with Zebek. Simple back test. Yeah, there's a real good chance that it's coming down to back test at 3-3 level, but you're holding the 236 low to the high. So you are holding support right now at 4.2. If 4.2 holds, then you don't have to back test. And I think I pointed this out yesterday or on the update, that it's just doing the same thing it did last time it had that run. Or it had a little run, and then it pulled back. Low to the high, 236 held for a while, and then it took off again. And from the low to the high, it's doing that. And then if we go from the low to the high here, I mean, different ways to slice it. You can see it. So 3.9 to 4.2. As long as you're above those levels, you're still bullish. Any lower than, yeah, back test is in play. But it's trying to hold support right now. I mean, if it back tests and comes down to 3.3 again, about a 24% drop, that would be probably a real good price to get back in for another move up. So it's still bullish right now. What's up, Flip Coins? How you doing, my man? Broak on base. Did I say that right? And broke on base. What's up, Stam? Mr. Undead, can you check on Rose? I would like to know your opinion on what it can do. You said Mr. Undead. Oh, man. Zebek to the moon. We got XRP. 15-minute on Zebek is double bottoming. Damn, 15-minute. Yeah, it probably is, but yeah, not looking bad on the 15-minute. Like I said, it's holding that bullish support on that larger fib. So, I mean, we could get a bounce back up at any moment. Yeah, low to the high, you just hit the 786 15-minute chart. Very bullish looking final support, double bottom. Broke on base. Let me pull up deck screener real quick. Deck screener. Oh, this is a frog. I don't think you can go wrong with the frogs. Last time it was the dogs, this time it's going to be the frogs. Oh, damn, this thing's going vertical. Hold on. Yeah, I really can't do anything with a coin going vertical, but we'll look at it. I mean, I got to see if I can pull it up first. We got a black screen. There we go. All right, real quick, broke on base. We're going to have to zoom way in on this thing. Maybe we'll use the daily. Yeah, I can't do anything. It's just going up. Yeah, if you're not in it, you already missed it. That's all I can say. 4-hour chart. It's just bullish any way you slice it. It's just going. I can't even draw anything on here. I guess I could draw one thing. Let me zoom it in. So, very bullish looking chart. 7 million market cap, almost 300K locked. So not a bad play, but it's already left. The only thing I can do is go from this high to the low. Yeah, you just got over support, resistance, now support. So you're sitting right on the 1272 you got stuck at 1.2. So it doesn't look horrible. Make sure we're on the right screen. But yeah, I mean, it's bullish. All I can do is give you the next couple of stops to the upside. Tighten it up a little bit. Come on, move. You can do it. You can do it. So you're over the 1272 at 1.2. Next resistance is 1.3, another 5%. And then a 20% spike up to a penny and a half. And then if you get over a penny and a half, a 50% move up to 2 pennies. And then if you get through 2 pennies, and this thing comes all the way up to 3 pennies, 3.5 would give you 100, almost a 3x from here. But yeah, it's just bullish, and there's nothing really else to say about it. Alright, trying to get these pages all fixed. Ah, damn it. I lost YouTube. We're gone. Okay, I gotta get back over here because I X'd out YouTube. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. Alright, I think we're back. Damn, come on. Alright, we're back, I think. Can you guys hear me? I think you guys can hear me. Yeah, we should be good. What's up, Mispa? How you doing? Mispa's in the house. What's up, Shadow? Are we rich yet? Nope. Market's not doing anything but sideways still. Rose to the moon. Let's get this back out to the weekly. Oasis. Let's see what Oasis is doing. What is it, 2 o'clock already? Man, the day is flying by. Yeah, there's nothing bullish on Rose. Is that the bottom? For that wick, I would have to probably say yeah. But Rose, there's nothing bullish on the Rose macro monthly chart. Broke the low, you came down. So the only other thing is you got stuck already at the 236 at 4. So on the macro picture, of things for Rose, you did just have a monthly bullish cross, so we'll see how it plays out from here. So if you can get over 4 and then 7, then you're bullish again. Short term on Rose, which Rose is an older coin. Yeah, this thing ran, pulled back, and then final top in 2021. Short term on Rose, high to the low. We'll either go there, we'll pull it down a little bit. Most recent high to the low. You're getting stuck right at the 236 on your candles. So yeah, this thing's getting stuck bearish every time it comes up here. So 3 and then 4 is your prices. And then as for how high is it going to go, if it ever comes back to life and gets bullish, where it got stuck last time, the 618. So probably around 30 cents. For a 10x, I would say. I don't see Rose going higher than that. I don't know. No one talks about Rose, so if it makes it up to 30 cents, that's probably your good profit taking area. What's up, Isaac? Shipping past due for a pump. Yeah, a lot of coins are. I mean, we're not there yet. I do think the bottom is in on a lot of coins. Shipping looks very good. Shipping is another one that's high up on my list with All the coins I mentioned on every stream, ACH, Elon, and whatever else there is. I can't even think right now. Shipping to the moon. Yeah, it's not doing anything yet, which is good for me because I need these coins to wait. So, I mean, it looks very good. It's just going sideways. Held up very well over the years. And then, I don't know where it's going to go. Well, your moonshot's going to be 30 cents. I don't know. Is it going to actually shoot up here and do a 50x? Out of nowhere? Maybe. Last time this had a decent run. It just went. What is it at? But if it comes up here and makes a higher high, maybe 15 cents is a good target. That's a 25x from here. But yeah, I agree. It's due for a spike up, but it's not happening yet. Q&T breakout. What's up, Demon? Slava's grilling. I can smell it. I can smell what he's cooking. You can smell what the Slava is cooking. Yeah, we went over Q&T last night. The fact that we got a monthly candle closing over our line over 100 is a very huge deal in my opinion. Now, if it falls back down below 100 and we're just bearish, then what are you going to do? But that's a very good indication that the market's about to start going up. Oh, yeah. Because we've been waiting for this for a very long a very long time for Q&T to finally get a close with a monthly candle over our little yellow line here. And we're above the 382, so you're technically macro bullish, and that's very good. I think it's up only for Q&T. It may stall out and do nothing with the market. It may come up to the 0.5 and get stuck and pull all the way back down to 100. But I think it's finally done in these price range. It's done being below 100. Now, if it comes down and wicks below 100, so be it. But I think it's done. I think it's time to start going up on Q&T. Time for a breakout already. We're tired of it. What's up, birds? Hot and windy today? Yeah, it's hot as hell outside. I'm good. How you been? You in anything now? Been a minute. Yeah, because of life. Yeah, I understand. But yeah, we've been missing you. We got Mispa back in the house. At some point, everyone will start coming back into the streams, but we're just not at that point yet. But it's good to see you guys coming back. We've seen a couple people come back that's been gone for a while, just lost in the shadow realm of life. We'll make it, though. Any hope for Degen? Yeah, Degen will move at some point. It's just no one's buying it right now. Degen, as I say every stream, it's going to be a good play at some point. Or it's going to be a good play now. I mean, if you've been buying in down here, bottom, then just be patient. Because we looked at this weeks and weeks ago, whatever it was. I guess 2 months ago now, when this thing finally bottomed out. Low to the high. It tagged It tagged our 786 final support perfectly. And that was it. It's slowly going up now. So you guys that bought the bottom there, all you got to do is be patient and wait. Degen's going to wake up at some point and it's going to go to the moon. But it's just not doing anything right now. It got stuck at the 382. Along with many other coins. I believe it's a 382. High to the low. Yeah. Hit the 0.5, smacked into the 382. So as long as you're below 5.7, you're not bullish at the moment. But the whole market's doing the same thing. So once you get over 5.7 up to 007, you can be bullish. And then, of course, break out over your macro 618 at a penny and a half. But I do think Degen's going to rock it out of here when it comes time. DGen's going to be one of those coins with two large green candles just spawning out of nowhere. A new high would be 17 to 20 cents for anywhere around a 35, 36, 37x or so. I mean, it's just a day-to-day thing. We got to wait to see what the market's going to do. If Bitcoin's going to crash like they say, then we could be in for a rough ride for the summer. Just slowly crawl its way all the way back down to the bottom, and then we go up. Hoppy. Hoppy to the moon. What is Hoppy doing? Hoppy. Alright, let me switch to music. Hoppy. Oh no, Hoppy's breaking down. Just can't win, can we? I guess it's technically still holding. We'll just pull it down. So you broke the downtrend, you got a new trend in play, making higher highs, making higher lows still. So Hoppy doesn't look horrible. But you have to get back over the 23632 to be bullish. And you're trying to hold the 618 right now. So back over 25. I would say you have to hold. You really can't go lower than you are now. Then you're going to break the new trend and it's going to go down. So if it starts going lower than it is now, then you'll know it's coming down to this 786 area. And then you're dropping another 20%. But it looks good where it is. Once it gets over 4047, you're bullish again. And just keep it that simple. Breakouts over 301. And then if Hoppy's going to go to the moon and hit a higher high, 308 and about a 34x from here. If you want to get out sooner, 786 retracement, which is probably very likely. So this is what I'm saying. Something holding the trend like this, it doesn't look bad. It's holding pretty much the 618. It's probably going to start bouncing up for a higher high. So if I had Hoppy and it just came up here to a 618, 786 retracement, it's probably going to come up here and do it 7x easily. I'll take a 7x. Arc block. Yeah, QNT's finally bullish. It'd be nice if it just rocketed out of here. Something needs to rocket out of here. Arc block. I think arc block's still stuck below 100 or $1 or whatever it is. Oh man, arc block's getting hit. Yeah, arc block got stuck at the downtrend and we're below the 786. I don't remember what we were looking at here. Yeah, high to the low. You pretty much just got stuck at the 382. So until you get back over $1, it's not bullish. And then I guess short term, what we'll do here is see if we can stay short term bullish here. We're right on the 382 right now. So looking at arc block short term, 84 is your support to hold. Any lower than 84, then there you run the risk of 618 retracement. So yeah, if it goes any lower than 84, then you could have a drop of 27% back down to 62, which would be a good price to get in. Until arc block breaks this downtrend, it's just not going to move up, of course, clearly. But once it breaks the downtrend, it'll do like Toshi and all these other coins and start grinding its way back up. But until then, it's still just stuck and bearish. You're bearish on DGen. Well, there's nothing really bullish right now. I mean, you just got to pick the right coin and see what happens. I mean, they all are at good prices to buy in right now. We see it all over the place. That's why I need to hurry and get my first paycheck because these coins are dirt cheap right now. So many different coins right now. I'd love to get in. Yeah, Peanut the squirrel. You're still over the 3 too, so as long as you're over 21 and a half, you're still bullish. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. Just a slight pullback. So macro 21 and a half, you're still bullish. Clearly breakout over about 55. Ooh, where are we at? What am I looking for? And then Peanut to the moon. Peanut's going to be a good play at some point. All these meme coins that came out, Peanut, Mudang, Mog, Toshi, whatever else, whatever there is. It's just we're in bearish, boring times right now. Nothing's happening. Now is the time to be accumulating your bags or your coins, because before you know it, they'll be going up and they're never coming back down until the bear market. So low to the high, you're back over the 382. So short term, as long as you're over 28, bullish here. We'll just pull this up and say the trend is holding. So as long as you're making higher highs and higher lows, it doesn't look horrible. And then Peanut off of this little move up 7%, and maybe headed for the 618 at about 55 for another higher high. Spike up of about 100% almost. So off of the low, off of the bottom, it's about the 2x to the upside. It may not happen overnight, but that's where it's headed to. And then a new high on this one would be $7, 740 almost, for about a 24 or 25x. What'd you say? Damn. I'm in with my tiny bags. Missed keeping up and listening to you. Yeah, I'm not in the market at all right now. I guess you weren't here for the whole XCN thing, but I bought the top on XCN and then it died. So I lost my money again. Took out what was left. And then I put it in on, I bought Beam because I thought Beam was about to take off. It was between Beam and ZBCN. I bought Beam and ZBCN was on the bottom and it went to the moon. It went not to the moon, but it went. So I picked the wrong coin again. So I'm not in the market right now. What's up, Slava, my man? Slava to the moon. You're down 2K on GFI. Yeah, it's like with GFI. I was thinking about this when we were looking at it last night. I was like, I don't know. It's one of those coins that I would never buy. I would never touch. Just because it doesn't have the chart I like. It already ran. And I know some YouTubers are pushing it and they still do. But I don't know where you bought in, but I can't buy these charts anymore. If it already had a run and it's, coming down, you want to be bullish on it to get in for it to ride it back up, but I just don't like this chart at all. But that sucks, you're down 2K. Positive note, you just had a bullish cross on the MACD on the monthly. So that's probably the bottom because of the time period we're in. Which I say bottom, we could go sideways for the next 6 months or 5, whatever it's going to be, 4 months. And then we go up. But you finally hit the 786 support pretty much. You just simply got to get over the 236, 618 and double 382. So 95 up to 195, and then you can be bullish again. Then break out over 640, but I think if I had GFI, it's probably going to hit a 786 retracement, so $15 could be a real good target to get out. I don't know if that's going to get your money back or not, but that's almost a 19x from here. I think it's very possible on GFI. You just got to be patient and hold, and it'll come back. Once you look at Dash, I think you will want to go all in. Yeah, I believe. I believe Dash is on my list. Yeah, there's a couple of the old coins that are definitely on my list, which I would like to roll over a good amount into like 2 or 3 coins at a time, like Dash, and just once they finally pump and do a 3 to 5x, just get to the next one. Yeah, Dash looks like Matic. It's just, yeah, going down and sideways. It's a good looking chart for an old coin. And as we know, we can get this to stay. It's been holding over low to the high, the macro 382. So it's holding up macro bullish. But yeah, Dash, I mean, it's still making lower lows and lower highs, so there's nothing bullish on it. One could argue in a very large falling wedge pattern, which is, macro bullish, I guess. So yeah, Dash is on my list, definitely. It's going to have a run, but I'm not looking for any kind of a crazy run. There's no way I'm going to hold it for a 27x up to $600. No way. Maybe 285 to 300. So Dash to 300 would be a 13x. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. No doubt that it's going to do $100 from where it is on the bottom. So if it's waiting down here, throw a good chunk of money in, let it pump, let it hit $100, let me get my 4.5x, and I'm out. That's my perfect scenario. Oh man, I cannot wait. Dash to the moon. I mean, we may have a huge bull run, and these coins actually do go to crazy prices, but I don't see it. You caught B3 before, or a while back, and did okay before it dropped. Yeah, you haven't been here in a while. We've been looking at, I mean, all these coins we're looking at for the last, 2 months or so. Everything's on the bottom. Everything's hitting the trend. Like Moonwell, like just an example. I don't think we're going to break down from here, so I think it's the best time to be buying in on these coins. I want to buy ACH right now and Elon. I think Elon is on the bottom. So we had the bottom here, we bounced, and it just looks good on well. And then DIA, I believe, is one if it didn't break down. But there's so many coins that it put in macro bottoms, and it's time to just go start grinding up. Because all these coins came down and they put in the higher highs, came down, put in the higher low, and then it's time to start going up. But yeah, Elon, oh man. I really hope Elon waits for me. Yeah, Elon's still flat down here on the bottom. Oh man. About to get a weekly or monthly bullish cross on the stock RSI. It's happening right now. Last time it did that, it was on the trend, and we made the higher high. So the last time it did that, Jesus. Bullish cross. And this thing did a 5x to the upside, and we're getting that cross right now on the monthly. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to catch Elon again. It's about to start running up. Damn it. I want to create a meme coin and call it Pound Town. Make an undead coin? No, I'm never going to make a coin. Some Matrix, Masked Network. Masked Network. Yeah, I think we looked at Masked last night. Masked Network to the moon. Let's see. Yeah, she put in a new low and she's pumping. Yeah, we said this last night on Mask. It has to break over this 420 level. Once you break this high, the lower high structure, then you could be excited and bullish over this level here. If it can get over that and break the structure, then you're in good shape. Yeah, it did move up a little bit more since last night. It's up 12% now, up almost 60% on the week. So macro-wise, 420 to be bullish, breakout over 1060. And then if you want to look at it short term, and that thing just had a large red candle spawn in. Oh, you're over the 618, so not bad. Let's go. Mass to the moon. That's a good sign. High, low, broke the 618. You're holding on a weekly candle, so that's a good positive. As long as you're over 255, you're in good shape here. And as for how high mass is going to go, it's an older 2021 coin, so I really don't see it hitting $130, $140 and doing a 47x. I would say that's your moonshot. 618 retracement is a 3.5x up to 10. So maybe a good target is 20 bucks. And 7x from here. But she is moving and she is in a good spot at the moment. What do you mean the macro will change for AI tech? I don't know what that means. What did we say? But what's up, T13? If the price goes lower, that's the only thing that's going to change it. If we come down and we go lower, because I'd have to pull this down, and that would change it, as you can see. But if that's the bottom, which I think it is, then it shouldn't change. It should stay around 120. Yeah, Slava, my man, I'm streaming early today because I actually got invited to a barbecue later. I haven't had barbecue in forever. And it's someone I haven't seen in a while, so I was like, you know what? Let's do it. I'm coming. So I was like, you know what? I got to get some things done around here. I got to get the stream and my videos done, and then I'll head that way. But yeah, I'm finally going to get some barbecue later on. You guys are talking about food again. You guys got to stop that. I'm going to put you in timeout. Time out for everyone that talks about food. Oh, man. All right, I was texting my son. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I got you, my man. You hate getting paid bi-weekly? Yeah. That's why I need to get back in the market. That way I don't have to wait on my check. I'll actually have money growing in the market. I'm gonna try anyway to make some smart trade. Okay. He said, go ahead and ban us. Yeah, that's why I want you guys to get on the Discord. Where's the Discord? You guys get on the Discord. I know some of you guys don't have Discord or know how to use it or like it, but it's just a simple app. You load, you sign up, you join, and it's just a simple texting thing. That way, Slava, my man, and Kura, you guys can see. I'm gonna put a picture of my barbecue later. You guys can see what I'm eating. And tell me if it looks good or not. And that way, you guys can do the same. I hope he is Mexican with guacamole and pico. Man, I love pico de gallo. Spicier the better. RBNT macro. RBTN macro. RBNT macro. What is RBNT? Have we ever looked at that? Red Belly Network. What the heck is this? Red Belly Network. Yeah, where are you finding these coins at, my man? Where do you find these coins? I hope you're making money on these coins because you're finding a lot of these coins that are going sideways or on the bottom. Like this one, there's no bottom yet. It's still bearish. Macro-wise, you got to get over 4 and then 7 and break out over 19. And how high can it go? There's no telling because no one knows what this coin is. 6.8 retracement. 20 cents is 8x. Moonshot new high. 110x to 270. And then, yeah, that's really all I can say. If that's the bottom. If I could get anything to work. Oh my God. No, from the low to the high on Red Belly Network. Yeah, I don't know why that's funny. Why is it called Red Belly? You're sitting on support, so short term your support is 23. You got to get back over 2.5 to be bullish. Red Belly Network. What's up, Cha? I'm on the Discord. All right, good. Cha's in the house. Yeah, whoever's on the Discord, just, feel free to chat and share a picture of your food or whatever. Or if you got some kind of weird animal at home. Hold on, I'm texting my ex. My son went and got his ear pierced today. Oh man. I don't know if you guys know, but that's coming back now with kids. Oh man, he's just getting it pierced for the summer. We got Slava for 2 says, "Don't get cranky, old man." I appreciate the 2. All right, I won't ban you now. You're good. That was your pay to get out of timeout, to stay out. A little bribe. What's up, Ari? How you doing? Yeah, Ari's in the Discord too. I see you online all the time. I got to get caught up on the chat. Yeah, I agree, Eldor. Tired of manipulation. I'm ready to make money and get out of here. Just once we finally make our money, then it's just gonna get horrible. It's gonna get rough. It's gonna get brutal. We're just gonna buy Bitcoin and wait for 3 years. But yeah, we'll make it at some point. What's up, Loom? How is NKN, True, ACH, and Anchor? Wait, what did I do? So messed up. ACH is very well. ACH is one of the ones that I really want to get in on, just because it has a very bullish macro chart. Ooh. It's like in the perfect spot to buy in right now. And it's getting closer and closer to a bullish stock RSI monthly cross. Every time it does that, it's down on the bottom. Every time. And it goes and runs for a higher high. So, not financial advice, but if you're buying in on ACH, we're getting to the end of this slowly. What are we in? Yeah, we're in June already. Half of the year's gone. So in the next 6 months is the time to get in. Now's the time, because 5 to 6 months from now it's going to all be over, in my opinion. So us being down here, depending on how many months it takes to go up, this may be it. Once the rally starts, once we start moving up on something like ACH, man, time we get up here to the 618, maybe a breakout, hold, and then it's off. Because we're running out of time, in my opinion. If ACH can just wait for 2 more weeks here, at least let me get something in. Anchor, I don't think we've looked at Anchor in forever. And on top of that, we've been doing the same thing. We say the same thing on every coin, and it's getting old. It's been just, months and months and months of saying the same thing on every coin. Yeah, Anchor doesn't look horrible. It looks like Dash. Put on a lower low, but ultimately it's going sideways. Got to get over 2.6 up to pretty much 4 to be bullish. Breakout over 7.5. But Anchor's an older coin, so Anchor to the moon. Probably not going to do a 25x up to 45 to 50 cents. So looking more like a 618 retracement. So if I had Anchor, 7.5 pennies is my price. 4x, get out. 5.5, almost a 6.5, almost a 7x up to 12. I think are good prices for Anchor. And what was the other one? Yeah, where'd you go? Anchor. Oh, NKN and True. NKN. Yeah, NKN is just like ACH, ain't it? A payment system. NKN and True really quick. But yeah, this live stream is about to be over. It's already almost 3. I have to get ready. It's an hour drive there. So it's not going to be much longer. So NKN. Yeah, I came back down and tagged the volume area here, so I would say that's the bottom. It just needs to have some kind of momentum up. NKN, once you get over 9 pennies, you're bullish. Up to the 618, it's not bad. It's a 9x from here. Up to the 618 at about 26, so maybe 30 cents is a good target on 30 cents. 10x on NKN would be a real good target. 19x up to 57. I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but I don't know where these coins are going to actually end up. And then real short term, let's see what we're holding just real quick here. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys coming in here for about an hour or so. Yeah, you're still above the 618 low to the high, so if you can stay over 2.6 and get back over 3 short term, that should push you up, try to get you over the macro 236. But just keep in mind, on the macro, until you get over the 3.2, you're still bearish. TrueFi. Ooh. Come on, I don't got time for this. Yeah, True looks like it. Put in the bottom again off of that wick. This is what I'm talking about. It looks like the bottoms are all over the place. Low to the high. So you're still down below the 786. You got to get back over 4. Now let's see if that lines up with a 236 to the downside. Yeah, You got to get over 444 pretty much. If you can get over that and then up to the 236 at 6, that's your 382. Short-term bullish, bottom is in. Bullish on the macro over 10. TrueFi, if that is the bottom, which it's just going sideways, getting accumulated. I would have to imagine it's the bottom. I don't think there's time for these coins to break down. So TrueFi for a higher high from the high here to 618 would take you up to 48 to 50 cents and do about a 12.5, 13x from here. We got Loom for 10. I appreciate the $10 super sticker. I appreciate that. Hopefully that helped a little bit. But yeah, we're going to have to end it there. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, some of you guys that can join the Discord, go find the link. It should, I don't know. I don't think I ever put it on the channel again. Dang it. Let's see here. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys coming in. Come on, you can do it. You can load. But I'll simply put it in the description of this live stream after we're done. So if you want to join the Discord, just look in the description of this live stream in a few minutes and you'll be able to find the link. Because I don't know if it's expired or not. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. See you guys tomorrow. As always, none of this is financial advice, and peace out.